Now, it's hard to imagine you as a skinny kid, but you said that was your introduction to, you put on the weight through having a weight bench in your home and working through it. But with all these 20 years of experience, what similarities do you notice with people in their aversion to transforming their life? Why do people talk it but not actually walk the walk, do you think?
It's a really good question. I think I think there's several answers to that. Number one, um, actually, there are multiple answers, but at the root of it all, because we can bring it all back to one place. It all boils down to the belief in yourself and believing that you can. And here's the one thing that I found, regardless of where you want to go in life, whether you want to lose weight, you want to gain muscle, you want to maybe improve, level up in your career, whatever it is. A lot of times people, and especially the folks I've worked with, because the people I work with, they've come from the lowest of low places, and they try and they fail, and they try and they fail, and they try and they fail. And so
Hmm.
over time, after so many attempts and so many failures, every single time that they fail, their esteem, their confidence, their belief in themselves takes a hit. Then they try and fail again. Then they try and fail again. But I can also trace it back to when they try. What are they doing wrong? And how can we tweak that so they do it right? Because the thing is, if we can simply tweak that tiny little equation right there, that moment in which they actually attempt, or they set out to attempt to do something, if we can do that right, then we can set people on an upward path, and you can genuinely change their lives, and you can build the belief in themselves. And so what they do wrong, especially in the journey of transformation, is they take on too much at once. However they want to transform, the biggest mistake I've ever seen in my life, and what I've actually spent 20 years of my life trying to help people correct, is overcommitting, and they take on way too much at once. And there's a whole the psychological background behind that is wildly powerful. And once you start to change that conversation, you really speak to shrinking down those commitments to something that's truly doable so that they can actually accomplish that, like a single task day after day after day. Then we can actually start to build that personal integrity, that belief in themselves. And once someone believes in themselves, it's my job as a coach just to get out of their way. And if you want, we can dig
Hmm.
into that. We can dig into that equation. We can dig into the psychology. We can go wherever you want here.